What's up, fellow airsofters? What we will be discussing in this video is airsoft's biggest threat, being government legislation, and how our sport will be banned in Massachusetts if we don't act now. If you are an American airsofter, particularly in the Northeast, now is the time to act. If Massachusetts passes this new legislation, your states and fields are the next to go. Okay, here's the sit rep today. Currently there's a bill making its way through the hearings in the Massachusetts government. This legislation is Bill H.3476. Now you may remember all the buzz about SB 199 and how that was essentially going to change the selling and production of guns in California. Amendments were made to that bill, and now all that is required is removal neon tape. Bill H.3476 is not SB 199. Bill H.3476 adds amendments to existing MA laws. One addition is that airsoft guns can't be black, blue, silver, or aluminum colored. It has to be a non-traditional firearm color with an inch thick orange line running down each side of the replica. Imagine the neon colors that were at one point a part of SB 199 all over your entire gun. More worrisome are the amendments located below Section 3 of the bill and are referred to as 131R. I will now read to you verbatim of what this bill entails. In the bio of this video you can read it for yourself. Section 131R. A. No person shall import, manufacture, sell, hold for sale, distribute within the state any imitation firearm unless such device is imported, manufactured, sold, held for sale, and distributed solely for the subsequent transportation in interstate commerce or solely for lawful use in a theatrical production, including a motion picture, television, or stage product. B. A violation of subsequent A shall constitute an unfair or deceptive trade act or practice under Section 2 of Chapter 93A. C. A law enforcement officer may confiscate any imitation firearm from a person in possession thereof unless the person is possessing the imitation firearm solely for subsequent transportation in interstate commerce or solely for lawful use in theater production, including a motion picture, television, or stage production. In layman's terms of what I just said to you, under this legislation, our sport as it is played today in Massachusetts would become a crime as referred to in Section B. Law enforcement will be able to take your property away as a result of this. That's right, this law includes law enforcement being able to confiscate your airsoft guns. Law enforcement has more important matters to deal with. Why would Massachusetts want to waste state resources on this? Now, of course, we don't know how these confiscation laws would be enforced. Maybe perhaps they'd show up to your field, grab them in the middle of the game, then shut down your field or local pro shop for selling guns or having replicas for rent. Anywhere from local shops to Dick's Sporting Goods would not have airsoft guns as they are today in Massachusetts. This is an injustice to our airsoft comrades in Massachusetts. Now you may ask yourself, why do I care and why should you? Well, I am located in Connecticut, which borders Massachusetts itself. One of the first impacts the law would have on me is that my team and I would not be able to go to Massachusetts for games. Last year, I played airsoft 3 times in Massachusetts, got my gas and food in Massachusetts. I paid Massachusetts tolls. I want to play Massachusetts. They're great fields and places to play. Massachusett hosts games in Fitchburg. UBG is in Bourne, Massachusetts, and there are other indoor fields such as Fubar, Airsoft, Stronghold, and B-52, which I would like to attend. With this law in place, these airsoft fields will likely stop operations. I don't see myself spending my money traveling to MA with the exception of sports games. Another reason why it's so important to act now is for the tendency for other states to follow suit. Once MA gets this law in the books, who's to say somewhere like Connecticut would pass an identical law? Next could be New York, New Jersey, Florida, perhaps California. Politicians will keep trying knowing that, hey, it worked in one state. Now some of you at this point are questioning why attack airsoft, our sport. There's a couple of factors that played into a representative creating this bill. Could be from current events such as the shootings of teenagers with airsoft guns that look like real guns while in public. Could be how liberal politicians want nothing to do with anything that looks like an assault weapon. They refer to our gun as replication firearms, as if a player could swap magazines and shoot real bullets out of your AEG. Putting it bluntly, airsoft laws like this are getting people killed. What needs to be enforced is no airsoft guns in public, period. We enjoy our sport in our private backyards and sanctioned fields. We are the representatives of our sport, not those who wield a 1911 replica in a public park pointing it at people. True airsofters are responsible. We have honor when we play. A knee-jerk or bandwagon reaction in the name of Homeland Security is not the way to keep the public safe. Enforce the laws against carrying airsoft guns in public. That is a real problem. Don't waste someone's tax dollars on confiscation or shutting down fields when much bigger crimes and corruption is occurring in your state. Now that you've listened to this rant this long, you understand the severity of the issue at hand. You might be asking what you can do, or is it just a lost cause? I'm here to tell you that there is action to take. No matter what age you are, sign the change.org petition link in my bio. If you are of voting age being 18 or above, you can contact your local senator about opposition to a similar bill in your state. If you are not above 18, strongly encourage your parents or relatives to call. In New England states especially, make the calls. If you've been planning on playing in Massachusetts, here is some contact information of the representative who is behind this law. Now, this is the most important part. When you contact these people, you must remember that you are representing airsofters as a whole. You need to say that you are concerned with this law and how it will affect you. You need to mention how the state will lose money, whether it be from gas, taxes, groceries, from not attending games in Massachusetts. You need to know that H.3476 is not the solution to the problem. To deal with the problem of airsoft guns in public, longer police training, public education awareness, as well as enforcing stricter laws dealing with airsoft guns in public places are what is needed. The problem today is kids not having respect for airsoft and other toys that look like real firearms. Treat your replicas like the real thing. True airsofters don't bring their guns out in public.